welcome back to Wipeout, where 24 contestants wanted to make it to this point, but only the 4 best succeeded.
And one of those lucky 4 is about to walk away with $50,000.
To do so, they first must face down and conquer the Wipeout Zone,
Which tonight is covered entirely in foam.
I dig the foam. The Wipeout Zone, made up of 4 stages, begins here at the Dreadmill launch, where contestants drop and bounce 40 feet into bone-chilling water.
Then it's a short swim over to the Gutbuster, 6 hydraulic blocks, 10-ton tenderizing meat.
After enduring that pounding, our contestants move on to the Cinestairs. They have to climb to the top of a spinning, foam-soaked spiral staircase of trouble without getting taken down by 2 mean sweeper arms.
Finally, our competitors will have to make their way through the gauntlet.
Crankshaft winds it all up, followed by the intimidating Blades of Fury, and then the treacherous beater top. From there, one slippery leap to the finished platform. 4 contestants remain. The one with the best time goes home with all that money.
First up, aspiring accountant David Harris. He's down on the field with Jill right now.
All right, so have you got a strategy?
Do it quick. Don't fall in the water. Don't get wet.
Yeah, that always works.
He's going to make a wonderful accountant someday.
Let's review his journey to the zone. Aspiring accountant David Harris found his balance to be an asset on the qualifier and again on the double cross. Despite some miscalculations at sleepy time, he realized one of his dreams and made it to the Wipeout Zone. Our aspiring accountant also aspires to win $50,000. The launch sequence initiated. And there he goes. And into the water on his back. Whoa.
Yeah, a bit of a flat entry, and that's going to slow him down and potentially knock the wind out.
Now here comes David up to our Gutbuster. Those blocks that build to a height rising 16 feet above the water.
Yeah, tonight made that much harder by the foam covering the entire Wipeout Zone. Oh! Our aspiring accountant is learning the hard way just how slippery that foam really is.
Back to square one for the accountant. On the second try, we'll see if he learned anything about proper technique from his first attempt fall.
Oh, no! He has not quite gotten the hang of this yet as he goes in virtually the same spot as last time.
Lesson here, if you fall early. The farther you go, the longer the swim back. And all that foam makes things even trickier in the water. David getting by the gap that gave him that trouble here previously, and finally has the end of the obstacle in sight.
Just one more jump and he can finally move on. And there it is.
His triumph will be short-lived, though, as an exhausted-looking David slides down toward the Cinestairs. Burned up 7 minutes to this point. Oh, there he goes again.
The combination of the fatigue and the foam is too much. He is in the water yet again.
Traction will not be any better on his second attempt. David nearly taken out by the sweeper arm. Barely dodges another, but able to stay up, and he scampers to the top of the Cinestairs.
Now it's just a short jump to the platform. Just makes it.
Sounds like that mad dash up the Cinestairs really took the wind out of him, Johnny. No rest, though, for David. The gauntlet awaits.
It's a long home stretch to that finish platform, John, and he's going to have to time his attempts just right.
And he did just that with the crankshaft. Blades of Fury next, and very quickly across and onto the final element now, the beater totter.
After a rough start, our aspiring accountant is really picking up the pace now.
David sliding forward. The beater totter rises up. Oh, and David slides down and away.
Yeah, he was right at the end, but he slides all the way back now. He has to go all the way back and start the gauntlet all over again.
Now that swim back sapping much of his strength, but his focus is still good. No problem with the crankshaft. Eases through the Blades of Fury, and again, setting the time to beat will hinge on the beater totter.
He also has to contend with that slippery foam.
Oh, but this time the foam not a problem. He is a credit to his would-be perfecter, finishing in a time of 13:26.
Let's see how that time holds up against our next contestant, Vincent Rapalea. Delivery man Vincent Rapalea express mailed himself through our qualifier, then made the double cross a priority when he became the first person to advance. Sleepy time, he had another first-class performance, shipping himself off to the Wipeout Zone.
Our Dreadmill powering up for the launch sequence as aspiring accountant David Harris watches from 40 feet below on the sidelines.
The launch sequence begins, and there he goes. Ooh,
not the most aggressive start off the launch platform. A nice spread eagle form, but he definitely didn't max out the distance and splashes down very near where David had entered.
Our delivery man Vincent now going head-to-head with our gut busters. David took 2 tries to conquer this obstacle, so our delivery man can afford to handle with care here.
Oh, mistimed that jump. He manages to hold on between the 2 blocks. It's just thrashing him now. I don't know if he can hang on much longer.
Oh, I have got to see that again, Johnny.
Look at him trying to hold himself up with his legs, but to no avail.
So after a long, cold, foamy swim, he's going to have to try these obstacles for a second time.
Vincent really feeling the full force of those hydraulically powered blocks.
Now it's just a short jump to the platform, and there it is. The accountant crunching the numbers and realizing there is nearly a 2-minute disparity between these two.
Vincent doesn't appear to be in a hurry to challenge those Sinistairs, Johnny. Throwing himself onto the first stair. Oh, let's take a look at the replay.
Taking after his predecessor, wiping out in the same place.
So after an ill-timed and ill-begotten first go, Vincent will have to make up some time here on his second pass of the very slippery, foamy Sinistairs.
Now Vincent is sending himself express mail to the top of these Sinistairs, and he is coming around on what might be his final revolution.
Waiting there. And he is safely on. And Vincent now making his way down the ramp, getting ready to start the gauntlet.
Oh, man.
Oh, man is right, John. Vincent closing in on David at this point. Whoa!
Let's see that pummeling again.
Throwing caution to the wind, he tries to make a run for it, but that gamble did not pay off.
Time starting to become a concern now. Again, the dead sprint. Whoa! Vincent's reckless abandon stopped cold by the blades of fury.
Looks like his mad dash through the crankshaft paid off, but he couldn't put the brakes on.
Those swings back are time crushers, Johnny. The foam is nice, but it is a nuisance.
Vincent with one last chance to deliver here.
Oh, again the blades get him. And with just seconds left, John, he won't get back to the start of the gauntlet, let alone to the end of it.
It was so close, but nonetheless, his wipeout day is done.
So aspiring accountant David Harris maintains the time to beat, but stick around because when we come back, unimpressionist Scott Torgan and tennis pro Paige Roddy take on the zone and the time of 13:26.